Anything you want to talk about?
Y'all, I'm so tired right now.
Me too.
Like, here's the thing: is first before we go to the game, we're gonna need to get another coffee.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so let me tell you about. I don't know if any of y'all care, but I'm gonna tell you anyway. The reason we're in Mexico jerseys, both of us, is because we're going to the Mexico versus Paraguay game today. But you see, last night, and you could probably tell by my voice, we were adjunicing.
Yeah.
For 3 hours with 17. It was the best experience of my life. I miss them.
Yeah. Post-concert depression is so... I'm sorry, I'm like picking at my eyes. It's like so real because I left and I didn't know what to do with myself. And also, what made it worse at the end is that when we were looking for a Waffle House, the first one we went to was only doing to go. And we were like, no thank you. And then the second one, it sucked. So we're getting up and leaving. And also people were being like assholes in there. So I was like, this is not the vibe that I want after a post-concert. After Ajunicing, they're not being Ajunice.
No, we're not.
And so...
And like, what do you expect? It's a Waffle House, but like, I've never been to a Waffle... Like, it was the worst experience I've ever had at Waffle House. And I love Waffle House. I'm from the South.
Dude, no, yeah, because I think the last couple of Waffle Houses I've been to, like, just trip-wise, like, recently, have not been good. And that's kind of sad. Like, I have not been wanting to go to Waffle House.
And like, if you're not from the South, especially if you're not from Georgia, because it's like, there's Waffle House culture, right?
Like, yes, it is a culture. Like, my town has, and probably not even like a 5-mile radius, there's like 4 options.
Oh, 100%.
We're building another Waffle House, so we're gonna have like 5. And that's not even like in a county. I'm talking about in a city limit. Like 5 Waffle Houses.
I mean, where we were yesterday, there was another one a mile away. Like, literally, they're so close. There's so many Waffle Houses of culture down here. And it's so sad that I haven't been wanting to go to Waffle House because, like, I just want my hash browns. So we went to IHOP instead.
I was pretty shook. I did not know that IHOP had, like, your IHOP at least had 24-hour.
Crazy, right?
I just didn't think that was a thing. I was shook. I had pancake.
I had hash browns and eggs. This is not good. This podcast, I'm going to be really honest with you, it's going to be a very short one. I say that and watch it still be like 40 minutes.
Yeah, we're like 10 minutes talking about a Waffle.
Because we've just been so busy and this week has been so chaotic. A combination of like school and like personal life and just doing fun activities. I did not plan this week well. I didn't realize that every activity we were doing were back to back. But anyway, so today we're going to be doing The Devil's a Part-Timer Part 2. We watched The Devil's a Part-Timer for the first time, Part 2. It was originally only going to be 2 parts. Y'all, that's not going to happen. It's going to be 3.
We lied. Life happens, but we wanted to give the people content, and we wanted to release on Friday. We also did, you can check this out later, whenever it releases, our manga haul for the month of August. So that's more collected. I feel like that video.
I feel like we're like, okay, this episode's gonna be good because we're just funny and like I think we're good. I think we're good podcast hosts. Like you gotta be your own hype man, and I'm gonna hype myself up. I think we're good at that.
Oh, we're going to. It's just like, this is another episode of me unmedicated because I woke up late. Literally, I woke up at 11.
I know we're an anime podcast and you guys are here for anime content and manga content, but I feel like we have gotten close enough in this little community that we have that hearing about our everyday lives can be interesting. Voice sounds a little off today. That is because I'm simply dying inside. And then tomorrow we have to wake up early. Oh, say bye-bye to this hair. This is the last time you guys are going to see this hair. So our our anime podcast art is going to be a little off because my hair won't be that color anymore, but that's fine.
The vibe.
It's the vibe. But
anyways,
let's get into 9 minutes later.
Some anime news.
Yes.
I'll start it off. They're on our phone. So.
Okay.
So there was a special visual for My Dress Up Darling. It looks super cute. It's for the My Dress Up Darling anime event that is scheduled for September 17th. Do I have any idea what's going to be happening at this event? No, but you can check it out. You can look it up.
You could show them.
I could show y'all the picture. Gojo? What? Gojo? Gojo looks so... so good.
Great.
I love this anime.
Next, I love this anime and the manga. And speaking of another anime and manga I love, Spy Family Second Course, scheduled for October 1st. This is kind of crazy because it's going to be scheduled. Oh my gosh, I can't get over my voice right now. Because season 1, the second course, is going to be coming out at the same time season 6 of My Hero is going to come out. So lots of content. But here is the key visual. It's so cute. Anya, best girl. I adore her. They all look so good, so I'm really looking forward to the second core.
And then the Undead Unluck anime adaptation is officially announced for 2023.
Woo!
I gotta be honest with y'all, I have no idea what this is. I've seen stuff about this, but I always bring this up. Like, I sound like a broken record. I'm an anime funk, so literally only watching Devil is a Part-Timer.
And the thing is, I had to force her to watch The Devil is a Part-Timer. Like, it's not even, like, that was another reason that this episode, like, it wasn't going to be all 7 episodes like we said it was because I literally had to force Emily to watch the 4 episodes that we watched. And like, had to sit her down and force her to watch them. I'm not hating on you.
Kind of sounds like it.
I'm just stating facts for our audience.
And I just want to specify that it's not like, oh, like, I hate that I have to watch this. It's just, like, literally me sitting down for extended periods of time. Like, I have not been able to watch anything. Like, to sit down and watch anything.
Yeah.
So,
that's fine.
I really like it. Like, when we were sitting down watching it earlier today, I was just like, this is so funny. So, like, I'm enjoying it. I like it. It's just, also this week's been hectic, so, like, I think when I know stuff is happening, I don't get anxious, but just, like, the stress of knowing things are going to be happening, like, I have planned stuff, I don't do nothing till the planned event. Because I'm like, I'm not allowed to do anything until this event. Does that make sense? You know how, like, people, when they're like, I have work at, like, 1, but, like, I can't hang out with my friends or something, like, in the morning for breakfast, because, like, I have to, like, sit there, wake up, eat. Like, that type of thing.
Yeah, I do that.
And they're like, I can't talk to no one because I have work. Or, like, whatnot. That's how I feel.
Okay. Well, last piece of news is Odd Taxi in the Woods movie coming on September 8th onto Crunchyroll, along with a whole bunch of other movies that'll be coming on September 8th, so that'll be out this week.
Not Viz Media tweeting the One Piece is real.
This is fun.
Having a great time. Where's the Google Doc? Okay, here we go.
Okay. So we started off with episode 7. So episode 7 is the devil. Episode 7 is the Devil's Budget is saved by neighborliness. Neighborliness. Oh, neighborliness. Can you guys tell that I'm a graduate student?
I can tell you're tired.
Okay, good. I hope if anything you guys laugh from this episode. So, Mao and company find that a young lady named Susanoo has moved in next door. She is quick to make friends and starts helping them move. Wait.
Girl, what?
Starts helping them out, which causes Emmy to wonder what her motives are. So my reaction to this episode was, she is so suspicious. This show makes me suspect everyone. I'm like, who the fuck? Why are they? What? Like, that's literally my thought process when I'm watching this.
I was like, wasn't she... She fell down the stairs, right?
She
like the first time
did, and it caught her.
Okay, yeah. What is with those stairs? Like, everyone else and her, Susanoo, and Emmy fall down the stairs. I'm like, yes. What? They look like normal stairs. Why are people so uncoordinated? Like, maybe they should fix that.
And then I wrote, who is this blue hair girl? Because her hair is like a dark blue. black. Right?
Yeah, it's like a navy blue.
Yeah. These are my honest notes while I was watching this episode. Emmy is really slurping down that water. That is what I wrote down. I don't remember her slurping on that water, but apparently I found that very important to share. And I cracked up on my own notes. I wrote, Emmy, Mao just helped you. That's mean.
Yeah, I was telling Emily that. I was like, I know that he's Satan, right?
Yeah.
And she has, like, a vendetta, I guess, like, against him, because, like, from, I think it was episode 4 or something like that, that apparently, like, him and his army had, like, killed her dad. Supposedly. And so, like, she thinks that. So, like, she's mean to him. But I'm like, he's literally doing nothing. Like, he's being, like, Satan is being so nice. That sounds so weird to say.
Satan is so nice. That does sound weird to say.
So nice, and she's so mean to him, and for what? I was like, this man is just living, working at McDonald's, like, just trying to sell burgers to people, and, like, he's just helping out, and she's just so mean to him.
Yeah. I have him becoming a shift manager and being so excited will never stop being funny. The way he loves his job is just, it's peak comedy. Like,
yeah.
It's so funny, because he gets so, like, rattled up about, and we see this in the next episode, he gets so rattled up from, like, his job. But not in a way of, like, customers are being mean, he's upset about, like, working there, and, like, no, he genuinely loves his job.
He just sells some burgers and makes people happy.
It's so funny.
I love it.
And then, this was when the conversation, was happening between, I think this was, Amelia and... No, it wasn't. Okay. I wrote, what is going on? She's a seasoned warrior, because she said something to Amelia, like, I'm a seasoned warrior, and I was
Susanoo?
like, yeah.
Oh.
And I'm like, what?
Oh, that was probably when she's, like, trying to tell her.
No, that's the next episode.
So, over me.
I'm over everything.
I'm mixing up the episodes in my head.
No, so am I. I'm not actually over you. That was me being funny. I'm not over you. I'm not. I'm being honest.
I'm over me. I was just like, well, because when did I watch episode 7? That's when I was just like, they're all kind of similar, except for episode 8 and 7 are kind of similar. But when it came to, like, 9 and 10, they were different.
Yeah. And then I have finally some action happening. I've been waiting for it. And this is when the now I remember now. Okay, yeah, so the blue-haired girl was the one that was talking to Amelia on the phone, like, giving her that drug that's supposed to help her, like, get her magic back in this episode. And so then when that guy comes and fights Amelia and is like, this is when I say finally some action happening, he comes and fights her, and that is like, has like lasers coming out of his eye, kind
of. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird, but this is when it brings up that, like, the fight with Lucifer was 2 months ago, and I was just shocked by the fact that the fight with Lucifer was 2 months ago.
Me too.
Like, time-wise, I was like, really? Like, that just seems so fast for me, but yeah, that's why I was talking about the blue girl earlier, because I just think it's really interesting that Amelia is trying to get her magic back, and she's doing it by means of drugs.
See, you had confused me with blue. There's too many haired characters in the show, because Susanoo has dark blue hair, but the other from Amelia's group, she has blue hair as well, but it's light blue. Okay.
Yeah.
I was like, we're gonna have to, like, characterize the blues, because I'm just like, there's... And then, even then, like, later on, another blue-haired character shows up.
Yeah, what's up with all the blue hair?
I'm so tired of this.
And then I wrote, not Chiho crying, because Chiho was crying about Susanoo giving the bento to Mao, which was really funny.
Yeah, I thought that was so funny, because Amelia is, like, freaking out on the phone, because she's, like, calling her, like, oh my god, Mao, and then Amelia's like, what is he doing? And then she's just like, he received, like, a 2-tier bento box with, like, a heart, and she's just like, huh? And that's how the episode ends.
It's so funny.
That was super
But that was episode 7. Moving on to episode 8 is The Hero Enters the Fray. Emmy and Susanoo have some truly epic miscommunications, but when they finally get those straightened out, they're even less on the same page than before. Meanwhile, Mao's got bigger problems. There's a new fast food restaurant in town.
One thing I like about Devil's a Part-Timer is that the all of the brand like restaurants and like franchises, like I love the names that they have for it. Like we just noticed Moonbucks. We were laughing pretty hard over that. And then, you know, you got the McDonald's.
And then you got Kentucky Fried Chicken.
I was like, Kentucky Fried Chicken, what the heck? And then it kind of made me want KFC.
It was just so funny. But for the notes on this episode, I have talking about Susanoo. She's from NL. I was so confused when she was talking. Like I rewatched this episode because I was really confused. I was confused as to whether she was from NL or she wasn't. She is, but you can see my confusion in my notes because I write, "What the heck is going on?"
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was weird. Well, it's not weird. I just thought it was interesting that she was like in traditional like she wasn't acting like a modern Japanese citizen.
Yeah.
Because like I didn't get first time she showed up. I didn't get the vibe that like she could have been from Ant Isle.
Mm-mm.
I just thought, oh, she's from the countryside. Like she's not in touch with like
reality
like,
now.
Like modern times.
Yeah.
And like there are people like that like it's not a problem.
No.
So I was just like, oh, it's interesting that like she's here. Like
yeah.
But then when when she said that she was not from Japan, when she's from Ant Isle, I was like, okay, this makes sense now. She had done research on Japan because she knows that they're there.
Yeah.
Like prior incidents. And then I was like, okay, everything's clicking now. This makes sense. She just like studied up on like the wrong eras of Japan.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I wrote head investigator of the Doctrinal Correction Council. What now? I was so confused when she said that. I was like, what the heck is that?
And then when we saw a flashback scene of when that hooded character was like updating the church people.
Yeah.
That the bald-headed dude like attacked Amelia and Satan and was like trying to kill both of them. She's the one, Susanoo is the one that like gave the update to the church.
Yes.
And we were like,
what?
That's her? Okay.
That was crazy. And then I wrote, Amelia is so cool. I just really liked how she carried herself when like Susanoo was trying to like recruit her, I guess, kind of. And she was like, I have no interest in working for the church. I can do this myself. Like, I just thought Amelia was really cool in that moment.
Well, especially, like, because she still wants to kill Satan, right?
Yes.
She just is, I mean, obviously I would pick the same. I'm not going to work for the organization that had the bald priest dude that was trying to kill me.
Exactly.
Like, I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
So.
And then, they're just so funny when they're talking about their jobs. Like, when, they're just so funny. That's all I have to say. And then the blue-haired guy showed up. And at this moment, before we had watched the next episodes, I was so confused. And I was like, is he trying to recruit Mao? Because he's the manager of Kentucky Fried Chicken. And he came in with his card and knew who he was. So I was like, is he trying to recruit him? We'll talk a little bit more about that character later. Yeah. But that was my impression at the time.
I was just like, well, one, he's like weird. Like the way he talks to women.
Yes.
And like about women.
Yes.
I was just like, this is fucking weird. Kind of gross. Literally like Chi-chan, like after having that conversation with him at McDonald's, she like literally shudders and you just see it like vibrate and she's like, ugh. And then I was like, Satan, say something. Like, come on. And then he apologizes to her in, like, the workroom after. He's like, I should have said something. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, you should have.
Said something. So he's been kind of dumb.
Mao?
Yes.
Yes.
He's been kind of dumb these episodes, so I'm just like, let's get it together. It's like, come on.
Now we're moving on to episode 9. It's the hero experiences a fray. Insisting that Emmy and Susanoo need an impartial third party to resolve their dispute, Rika goes with them to meet Mao. Meanwhile, Mao tries to handle the loss of business caused by the opening of a new restaurant. I'm so sorry, y'all. I know I sound so dead inside. It's just because my throat hurts from screaming so much last night. I'm reading it like blah 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 blah.
Sound okay.
Oh well, thank you. Anyway, the first thing I wrote was, why does
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Why does SC
Kentucky Fried Chicken.
SFC? Why does SFC have iced coffee?
Yeah, okay, because I can't remember Emmy's friend's name, like her coworker, because she, at the end of episode, what was that, 8?
Yeah.
She thought that when Susanoo came and was talking to Emmy, because Emmy and Susanoo, like, in episode 8, were having, like, a whole ordeal at the train station.
Yeah.
Because that's, like, when they figured out each other's, like, identities, like, that they're both from, like, an Isle.
Mm-hmm.
And then she's trying to help her at the train station, and then she's trying to get her modern clothes. Emmy goes to work. And then, like, in episode 9, work's done. She sees Susanoo, like, waiting outside. And then her coworker's like, oh my god, they both know Mao? So she has, like, this whole misunderstanding that, like, they're fighting over him or something like that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I literally hate this guy. Like, and then Susanoo's just like, I'm interested to see, like, what he's doing. Because she wants to kill him too, right? Because she works for the church. And so they're having this whole thing. And then when they get to Kentucky Fried Chicken, and they're ordering, because she's like, I'm going to pay for y'all, like, the coworker, I will pay for y'all, like, whatever, get whatever. She goes, can I have an iced coffee? And I was like, iced coffee?
At Kentucky Fried Chicken?
That is not what I expected, to me, because whenever I go to Kentucky Fried Chicken, I'm like, yeah, fried chicken. That's, like, what you're there for. It's like going to, like, a Waffle House, and then, like, if you've, like, never been or something, and then you're just like, can I get a pancake? Like, no, you get.
Does Waffle House even have pancakes?
No.
I was like,
but our Kentucky Fried Chickens don't have iced coffee.
Or do they? I don't know. I haven't been to KFC
I actually have no idea.
I haven't been to KFC in years. I don't
it's just the same vibe.
eat meat, so
it's just that same vibe. Like, that's just like, I would not order it. It's like when your student asks the question, like, would you go to McDonald's and order a steak?
Yo, literally, my student on Monday, she goes, Miss Emily, would you order a steak at McDonald's? I was like,
no.
Well, no, because I don't eat meat, but even if I did, no. Anyway, and then I have not Aisha, in all caps, hearing
Aisha?
them.
I was like, who is Aisha? Ashia. Ashia, by the way, is Satan's attendant dude.
I meant Ashia. I have Ashia written down.
What the heck was that?
I need a nap.
Too.
Hearing them and getting mad because he was hearing them talk about, like, Mao.
He heard them talking shit, and he was just like, I'm not standing for this.
And then he stood up and he's like, I will not let you. And that was just really funny. And then I just said, they're all serious, and it's too funny because it's like they're talking so seriously, but the music in the background is like, yeah, 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 yeah.
I just thought it was so funny that he's like, Aisha is yelling at them in public, and then Emmy just goes, oh, you were here. Yeah. Like, she's like, yeah, we're talking shit. It doesn't matter.
No, but the best part of the episode, first of all, Ashia is me with free stuff. Because he's like, free? Yes, I'm there. He's so stingy, and I love it. Like,
he was like, you're gonna use that coupon and buy me, like, he was specific. He's like, you're gonna buy me the salad with Thousand Island dressing.
He is so funny. But the favorite part was when he started talking about their relationship, like Amelia and
No, you're no. I'm just now looking like, I was like, why would she say Aisha? Okay, she spells it right the first time. And then later on, I guess your phone autocorrected to Ayasha, and then Aisha. It's the third one. Okay, yep. Let me deal with these things. Okay, she says, like, she took notes. I'm just, like, backing off of what she said, because I'm like, okay, yeah, I remember this. So he's, like, explaining to the coworker in a way that, like, she would understand in the modern world of, like, what was going down in Ent Isle, and he's explaining how him and Mao were, like, the owners of this, like, construction company, and then, like, Amelia was, like, the enemy business that, like, had defeated them during, like, Japan's recession or something. And I was just like,
it was just so
funny. I was just like, this is so weird that he's explaining it like this. Also, I was shipping him and the coworker.
Yeah, she goes, I ship it.
And then what happened? He was being nice to her at the end, and then she blushed, and I was like, I called it. The dramatic music throughout all of that was just perfect. The whole scene was just super funny, and he explained it so well that it was like chef's kiss. And then we're also really like sus of the manager of Cinnamon Fried Chicken. We're just like, okay, who is he? And then this is the episode where I was just like, you know what? Well, first off, he's sus, right? Like we always thought about that. But then I was like, he's been wearing sunglasses the whole time. He has to be the like random person that had attacked Emmy.
Yeah.
Because you see his eyes then when he's like shooting freaking like crippled lasers out of them and attacking her. And I was like, it has to be the Kentucky Fried Chicken manager because he's wearing sunglasses this whole time. And you know he's important as a character in the story because he has bright ass blue hair. So, I was just like, I'm calling it. I know what's up. And then that's important for like what has happened in episode 10.
Yes.
But yeah. A small detail about the show that we like is how people sneeze when they're being talked about.
I just think that's so cute because, you know, you guys know the superstition in the Japanese superstition that if you sneeze, like when you're sneezing, people are talking about you.
We see that like all the time.
Yeah.
In our friend group too.
Or like, who's talking about me? So I just really like that detail. It's a small detail, but I enjoy it a lot.
And then we said, we know he's Satan. Like, he's so cute. Like,
oh,
a cute character.
Yes.
And not in like not cute like in the look way, but just like how he acts and everything. He's adorable.
Like, anyway.
We love him.
Moving on to episode 10. This is the last episode we're going to talk about. The devil and the hero take a break from the daily routine. I actually really like this episode. It's a busy day at the local amusement park with crowded restaurants, animals on the loose, scary ghosts, and a much-needed swimwear intervention. First of all, if you're a fan of fan service, this is the episode for you. I was like, oh my... I'm not against fan service, because it's like, it's whatever at this point. But sometimes I'm like, oh my god.
I knew that Chiho was in high school.
I didn't know she was 16.
But I didn't know she was 16. And also, man, her boobs are huge. And it was so funny that when they're in the, like, locker room, and, like, they're already, like, dressed and everything, like, in their swimsuits, because it's an amusement park, like, water park. Chiho comes out. I'm telling you, jiggling. Like, huge. And it switches, like, super fast to Mao at the McDonald's there, giving out like Big Mac burgers. And so it's like two side by side, and they're supposed to represent Chiho's boobs. And then it panels over to Emmy, and she's like she has boobs, right? And so she's like flat chested, and so then it does the same thing, but the burgers that come out this time are just like regular burgers, and they're like flat.
And I literally wrote, no, not the burger joke. It was so funny. Like, like, had me shook. And I wrote, poor Chiho is so smitten. She is so in love with Mao.
She was like, was that the end of episode 9 where she was geeking about like picking over swimsuits?
Yes.
She was like, I wonder what Mao is gonna think. He's so fucking dumb. He's the wrong thing.
So, because she goes up to order like these burgers, right? So basically, Susanoo and Emmy come with Chiho to the amusement park, and Mao is working on a different McDonald's that day because they needed extra coverage, and so Chiho went to go order burgers for them. And then she was like, so, like, trying to be all cute and stuff, like, so, like, what do you think? And Mao was talking about the McDonald's and, like, how busy the city was. And Chiho was like, I expected this to be the outcome.
I thought that was too funny. But, like, the reason why Susanoo tagged along was because, she believed that Satan was... Because there's a haunted house in this episode. And we know already that if there's human fear... Satan can, like, collect power and, like, feed off of human fear and stuff like that. So she's just like, he's going to this place with, like, a bunch of human fear, like, he's gonna do something. Like, she was being suspicious of him. So that's why she tagged along.
Yes. Then we have... What does Mao know about his neighbor? I wrote that. Does Mao know that Susanoo is from Ent Isle? Because he seems so nonchalant about her saying things like, I'm here to learn about society. But I don't think that he does know.
I don't think he knows either, but, like, also Emmy had, like, earlier warned her. She was just like, if you try anything, like, not like undercut, like, not like outwardly, but, like, if you try, like, doing things, like, under the table, like, to him, like, to get at him, like, he's gonna figure out.
Yeah.
That, like, this is, like, you're trying to get at him.
Yeah. So. And then there was a monkey in this episode. Yeah. And I was like, what is the monkey doing? Like, literally not even what is the monkey doing here. I was questioning what the monkey was doing. I was like, it was like grabbing keys, and then this is important for the, like, rest of the episode, but he grabs keys, like, he gets let out loose and then grabs keys and then goes and unlocks the alligator exhibit. I was like, what the fuck is going on with this monkey?
Also, I knew that he was going to be going after Chiho and her boobs. He just rubbed his face in them, and he's like, nah, nah, nah.
He did! I literally wrote, the monkey is a perv.
The monkey is a perv. I also liked how the monkey had the same name as
Mao, yeah. Sado? Something like that. And then I said, I think Chiho might be my favorite character. She's just so funny, and she's so sweet, and, like, she was sad about the whole Mao thing, but she was like, but I had a fun time, and, like, I love that outlook on life, so I think I really like Chiho.
Let's talk about the haunted house. That was actually, like, not... I mean, it wasn't scary watching it.
It was, like, so funny.
I loved how they reacted.
Yes, and, I agree.
Also just shows that, like, Emmy herself, even though she's, like, the warrior hero, whatever, of, like, Ent Isle for the church and everything, and, like, literally goes to battle and, like, is supposed to be badass. She's, like, scared of the haunted house. But also, like, there's this, like, one scene where it looks like a lost child, and it's, like, saying that it's separated from its mom, and then it, like, starts, like, tweaking. So, like, the audio for it, it's, like, going, like, and then it's like, oh, there's mom. And on the ceiling, like, it's, like, red and black, is, like, this creature thing that's the mom. And then I just love how Susanoo, because she's so nonchalant about everything, she freaks out, and so does Emmy, and they, like, run out of the haunted house. I thought that was so funny.
I also think that you react the same way Susanoo does for, like, different things. Like, earlier in the episode, I was like, that's literally you.
I don't really react out loud in the way that I guess, like, normal people do. like, you know, people would be screaming. I'm just like, oh, we gotta go? And I just run.
But basically, after, like, they're at the haunted house, basically, after when they're at the haunted house, right, the alligators get loose, and so everyone starts freaking out, and Mao is just, like, chilling, walking over there, and he absorbs the magic from people's fears, but he doesn't use it to, or he doesn't hold on to it to use it for later. He uses it to stop the alligators. So then you have Susanoo having, like, a whole crisis about, like, why is he helping these people? Like, why is he choosing to help them?
Yeah, she's still, like, suspicious of him, but she's just like, why did he do that? Like, she just looks like she's going through a crisis in her head.
Yes.
So.
And then the last thing I wrote, and this is how the episode ends, it ends on a cliffhanger. We're finally starting to get some more action in the series, which I am happy about. It kind of, in my opinion, needed a little bit more action. But I wrote, blue hair guy is an angel. So we know blue hair guy is something.
Yeah, it teases that because I mean, based off of the episodes that we're talking about, we know that he's something. But also he has like bright ass blue hair, so he like that means like he's gonna be something, right? And so it like teases that he's an angel. And this is the first angel that we've like dealt with.
Besides Amelia. Because who's half angel?
Well, she's half angel. He's a full angel.
Yeah.
And I don't know what Susanoo, like, are they all angels up there?
Like, no.
No. Yeah.
No.
So
that's why they wanted to capture Amelia.
Yeah, so he's like an angel. So we don't know what episodes 11 through 13 have in store for us.
And season 2, obviously.
And season 2, but
we're gonna find out.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to watch them.
Yeah, so far so good. I'm really enjoying it. I like how it's funny and like slice of life, but also serious, and there's action in it at the same time. But it's not like overtly like super jam-packed action.
I like the dramatic music that they put in all the scenes.
Me too.
I think it's funny. It just adds another layer of comedy to the show. I know last week when I was asked what my favorite comedy was Spy Family. I think this is more inherently a comedy, and I think that it might be my favorite comedy-wise. Is it in my top 10? I can tell you now, probably not. It won't probably end up in my top 10, but it's a show that I'm really enjoying, and I'm having a lot of fun watching. It's a really easy watching experience, so I really like it so far.
Yeah, I would agree. Like, I don't think it would, like, ever be in my top 10 anime-wise. I don't even have, like, really top 10 because I hate picking stuff. But, I'm enjoying it. I really like it. This is something that I can sometimes sit down and, like, watch more than one episode. So, I think that's a feat in of itself.
Yes.
So that says something about how good it is. I'm so curious about season 2 because, like, I don't like you've seen off of the the key visual for it. Like, there's a child.
Yes,
and like there's clips of it where she's like, Satan's like my dad. I'm just so confused.
So I'm excited to get there. But that is today's episode. Sorry that it was kind of a chaotic one. We're just so tired.
I've been holding in a yawn because I saw you yawn earlier, and I'm like,
no, I want to take a nap so bad. I'm about to just, but I had a lot of fun actually filming this. We never filmed together, so this is fun. But join our Discord, follow us on TikTok. Thank you guys for 40 subscribers and almost 700 followers on TikTok. That's crazy.
Speaking about TikTok, I did not think that some of the One Piece community would be hating on us for the Zoro feet TikTok. I think that is so funny. They're just like, let him live, let him clap his feet. And I'm just like, y'all don't even know how fucking weird I can be. Like, and what I know the audio is like, what the fuck? But like, literally, that's how I react sometimes. And then I'm like, I would do that. I literally remember clapping my feet after that because I was like, can I even put my feet up like that? I was just like, how's that possible? And then people were just like, and I'm just like, it's so funny. I think someone commented was like, what was it? Someone commented something. And it was just kind of like a little mean. And I was like, who says I don't have a foot fetish?
Oh, you did. But here's the thing though about Emily. She gets so rattled up about like comments like that. Like she gets so upset. I'm like, you cannot get upset over that. Like they're a person on the internet. They don't even know you. I know. Like it's okay.
She doesn't want me commenting back stuff. Like I can inherently be
because she's give the same energy back. Because she is an asshole sometimes. And like you just don't need to give people that energy. Not saying that you can't be an asshole. Like, that's fine.
I just think it's so funny that people can get so rattled. And I'm just like, it's literally him clapping his feet.
But she talks about it all the time. That's why I'm like...
What is commenting about it? And I'm just like...
She's just giving it too much energy. Don't let the haters get to you.
I'm not. I think it's pretty funny. Because I'm just like, look what this person said. And then, like, we laugh about it. We're like...
It is kind of funny, I will say. But anyway.
Who would have thought feet clapping would get people so mad. That's what I
People
think is
have
hilarious.
people have foot fetishes.
Anyways, I
No
love
shame.
Zoro. Like literally gonna post a TikTok later about like how much I love Zoro. I literally have his swords tatted on me. Like how, and also
She's getting so defensive over this. That's what I'm saying. She gets so defensive
I'm like,
over
do
it.
people? No, here's my thing. I'm like, do people not like make fun of people they love? I make fun of my friends all the time. We make fun of each other all the time.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, I guess people are just like not mean.
I guess not, because I'm not mean to people I don't know, but to my friends, I'm an asshole.
I know Zoro. I've been with him for 1,000+ episodes.
I think you were gonna say 1,000+ years. I was like, girl,
Girl,
what?
no, I literally watched One Piece in like
A year.
6 months.
Okay, I'm gonna cut us off now, because I want to take a nap. Thank you guys so much for watching today's episode.
You sound so sweet. I just want to take a nap.
Thank you guys for watching today's episode. We really appreciate it, and we will see you guys next week with a really exciting episode.
Like,
We
what
are
is it?
going to be critiquing anime lists from the internet. Woo!
Right, yeah.
All right, bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye bye.